Hello and welcome everybody, I'm your whole host Gavin the Kitty, and today we are playing some Mega Man 1. And I've brought in Casey with me. And I can't hear you. I have to bring you up. I've just brought you up. Go ahead and say it. Speak.
Hello?
Still quiet. I actually have to bring this even more down and go for it again.
Is this thing working?
Now I can hear you. That's much better. Actually, I also have to change the way I'm capturing the audio for the thing, so that's just great. Go ahead and talk again, Case.
Hello, I'm here. I exist and do things, and I say the most absurd and funny little, I don't know what else to add to this. I'm just talking, just so we can get a good mic check.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I've also brought Purasak with me.
Hi.
They're a good friend of mine, and they're coming in today, doing a thing. So that wasn't capturing anything at all. I don't know what the heck.
Me neither, but Metal Skunk just crashed through a ceiling.
Middle skull.
Ooh.
Yep. Crashes through. Ah, dang it. Not again.
I promise I can breathe.
Hardwood floor.
All right, this is the best I can do. All right. How's everyone in chat doing? All the mics are very quiet? Ah, scream. I've got my mic all the way up. Like, I can't turn it up anymore. Case, can you talk into your mic again?
I'm gonna talk into my mic again and do the funny. And
You
do
look-
a little dance.
See, your thing looks fine to me. It's well above the game.
Okay, give me a second.
You sound fine to me.
I'm not adjusting anything. I'm just checking the stream audio.
I've got the game set to a 3, which is super quiet for the PC at least.
Okay, so I'm checking
This-
again.
These are setup things that usually I do beforehand, but I was setting up and can't do everything at once. Today we're playing Mega Man 1. We're playing 3 versions. We're playing the PlayStation version, which we're starting with. And then we're playing the NES version and the Genesis Wily Wars version, which we'll probably do next, just because it is the most different out of the 3. You'd think that this one would be the exact same as the NES one, but we're actually playing this in a very special way. Like, for starters, so this is a Japanese-only game. And, I have a slight English patch that was released in 2024, 2023, early on. And, so some of the menus and stuff are translated, and then I have a specific save file that has everything unlocked, and Mega Man's level maxed out. So to catch some eyes, we're doing some craziness.
So I'm checking audio levels, and everything does seem a bit quiet on Twitch's side.
That's weird. Like, I did not change anything.
Which is what I find strange about it.
I mean, I can't bring anything else up or down without messing with it wholesale, so I'm just gonna get started.
I think that's a good idea.
Alright, so we're also going to be holding down select to get special music, because they did remixed music. And we're going to notice our first change here. We can choose the amount of lives we start with. So, yeah, it's a game. Metal Skull says, doing okay, just got off work. Well, that's good to hear, Blade. You can tell everybody about the Wojak thing that I made yesterday. Still confused by that, but I made it. Anyways, so Purasak, you're new to the stream, right?
Yes.
Have you ever seen it before? You've seen.
I think I've caught you while you were on YouTube before.
Okay, well,
I think this is my first Twitch.
be sure to speak up, by the way, because since the mic is being weird, but it's the first time seeing Twitch. I hope you follow me on Twitch eventually, because this is tricky. But yeah, so we're just gonna jump right on in. So, what's your experience with the Mega Man series?
Well, I don't really have that much experience, to be honest. I've just seen him around, and I've been beating up with him in Smash.
Yeah?
That's my extent.
Does he have that much health in Smash?
No?
Hey, Case, what do you think? Does he got that much health in Smash?
So we're just gonna go ahead and just acknowledge it right out the gate. He is the ultimate character in Smash Ultimate.
It feels like it.
I don't know. I'm better at playing Sora, believe it or not.
Yeah, because you can cheat by spamming your up B.
I don't spam.
No, I'm saying that's what most people do when playing Sora.
Yeah. So, Case, how's your day going today?
I am doing as best as I can.
Anything good happening?
As far as I know, not really. No.
Do you have this much health?
No.
So, Case, if you want to read chat real quick, go for it.
Yeah, I can do that. I just have to move chat over to my main screen.
Usually Casey's downstairs, but I've only got one headset splitter that works well, so...
I didn't know I was going to be in today's stream.
I asked you if you could, and you said yeah.
And I am here.
Yeah.
So I'm here.
No, but I asked you last night if you'd be in today. Remember?
Oh. I'm still here regardless. I'm not leaving. I haven't slept since 10 p.m. yesterday, so I'm doing my best. I'm trucking.
You're trucking. Okay. I went to bed at 6 in the morning. I was working on a lot of things. Fursuit head. Mostly a fursuit head. A meme for Metal Skull there. Because we did a recording for their YouTube channel yesterday.
So, Blade says that they main the Mii's. They play as X and Zero.
Yeah, those are good choices. My husband mains the Mii's, so he's granted he's really good at the game, so I don't know.
That dumb dog says heyo.
Welcome. Who in chat has this much health? I'm just gonna keep pointing it out till somebody says something. Yay! Are we cheating?
Go sit in the corner.
I can't tell. Oh no. Can you answer me this one question?
Yeah.
So is Mega Man actually a man, or is Mega Man a robot?
Robot.
Mega Man is a robot?
Yes.
Alright.
There's only a couple of times.
Don't let Gavin fool you.
Karmic says NES time. Yeah, but with this much health?
He looks so scrungly.
Who, Mega Man or the...
Yeah, Mega Man. Well, at least when he's like running, he looks goofy.
Why was Beat so discolored?
Go ahead and re-chat. Because we got somebody new. Welcome.
Sausage roll suck. Wait, hold on. Did I read that right?
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, you read that right. Let's just
They
call
said
it...
I saw you on Sammy's server, and I was like, why not? So I joined. Hello.
Welcome. I hope you follow. Sammy's a good friend of mine. Me and him hang out quite frequently. I do artwork for him and whatnot, so... Love Sammy.
I hate myself. It's Sausage Rolls UK.
Oh!
UK wasn't capitalized, so I didn't read it right.
Thank you for the follow, Sausage Roll. Sorry about misreading your name. We're playing 3 versions of Mega Man 1. We're starting with the PlayStation version using a maxed out level 99 Mega Man. So, we're vibing. I've got a stream planned for today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So, my bad about getting your name wrong, though.
I feel awful.
Another thing to note is that while we do have maxed out health, our weapon meter is still the same height as usual. So, that just looks goofy next to it. This version also has a little counter when you're on a weapon that tells you exactly how much usage that you have of it, so... But yeah, Mega Man's a robot, built by Dr. Light. We played Powered Up, which was this game's remake for PSP last week. You can catch that on YouTube. So, because I make sure that everything is uploaded, so... Part 2 of that will be up Wednesday, so...
If it wouldn't... if it would have had suck in it, it would have been Sausage Rolls Suck. Well, I didn't read it as Sausage Rolls.
We read it as a singular sausage roll.
Yeah, so I thought you were like, oh yeah, sausage rolls are bad.
Or maybe it's like... I don't know why they'd use a sausage roll as a vacuum cleaner. I mean, but they could. It'd be a very bad vacuum cleaner.
It makes more of a mess than cleaning.
Yes.
But you know what's even better than that?
What's that?
Smoked summer garlic sausage, or however.
Oh,
that-
roasted
roasted.
garlic summer sausage.
Yeah, that part. I'm addicted to them. I've never had a sausage roll, so I will have to give it a try.
Yeah, you don't... What's
Unless-
up? What's wrong?
I'm just adhering to the rule. That's all.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's all, man. That's all.
I like the space between the I and CE in Iceman.
Man.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of space limitations.
The sausage roll goes roasted garlic summer sausage UK.
I like that.
New nickname.
So, I should probably talk about this version specifically for Mega Man as a whole. So, the first 6 games were released on NES and Famicom. This version of the game here was a port using the game's source code. Because Capcom still has the first 6 Mega Man games source code, so they ported it to PlayStation using that source code, and then added features on top of that. So this is technically a port. Not an emulation. And I almost did that first try. Oh no. So, to go along with this, they also added a bunch of art, a bunch of little mini games that you could download to something called the Pocket Station, which is a memory card accessory for the PS1 that allowed you to take your save data both on the go and play a little game on it, because it had a little screen and 5 buttons? 6 buttons? And when you flipped up the button part of the device, it became a memory card. It's got a little IR sensor on the top, so it could do multiplayer like Tamagotchis. It was actually really cool and innovative. It was built to compete with the VMU that Sega was developing. And I'll be honest, I think it's a neat little device. I'm sad that we didn't get it. Over here in the US, the only game that supports the Pocket Station, because they didn't take out that functionality, is Final Fantasy VIII's Chocobo Races. Every other game that had Pocket Station functionality over here got it taken out. Square just completely forgot that they didn't release the Pocket Station over here. I mean, by technicality, it's the first PlayStation handheld, but I don't know if we're saying handheld stretching it.
Portable accessory for a console.
Yeah, portable accessory.
Portable console accessory. There you go.
Yeah, but you can download the boss data and Mega Man's data to the Pocket Station, and then play a mini game in order to level them up, and they get stronger attacks and more health as you go. The reason I am doing level 99 Mega Man and not level 99 everything is because this is just really goofy to watch me just tear through this game.
What is Guts Man?
Like strength.
Oh. Yeah, that would have been odd.
Yeah, guts as in like strength, heft, verbato.
Gotcha, okay.
No, he just falls over and complains about his gut hurting.
Hey, I'm just following a theme. Iceman, I'm assuming, has something to do with ice.
Yeah.
No,
So-
he's Oil Man.
Oh my god.
Very well could be.
So all of the bosses in Mega Man do have alternate useful functions for like everyday life. So like Iceman's meant for ice exploration. Electman's meant for controlling power plants and stuff and managing those without, being injured. Since he's a robot, he doesn't have to worry about that. He can also conduct a high amount of electricity, so if there's like a blackout or something, they can keep the power going. Fireman's a waste energy robot, so essentially he can convert trash and stuff, get rid of the trash and convert it into a heat source. Gutsman is a construction robot, Bombman's a demolition robot, and Cutman's a lumber robot. There's also Time Man and Oil Man, but we already saw those when we played Mega Man Powered Up, which is the PSP remake, so. But yeah, all the robots do stuff. I'll go into each game as we get to each game. The PlayStation versions of this game, is the other part that I have to talk about here, were released over the span of 1 year. So each of these were re-released as budget entries. So essentially, you could pay $15 and get a Mega Man game with new features. And they have beautiful discs, full color manuals. At which point they were re-released again in an even more budget-friendly option with black and white manuals. And then re-released one more time as a collector's set just before Megaman.exe 7 came out, with a set of 5 pins and a copy of X7.
That is absolutely nuts. I had no idea.
Yeah, I actually thought about trying to collect all of the PlayStation versions. I've almost got all of them. I still need the proper case and manual for 3, and I need Mega Man 4. Like, just wholesale, because I don't have it for PlayStation. I've got everything else, though. I've even got a Pocket Station, which are now fetching a kind of pretty penny online, and I think that's just because people aren't taking care of them. or they don't know what they have, but I had to pick this up. But to go along with this, there's remixed music from the arcade game Mega Man: The Power Battles and Power Fighters using the CPS2 arcade soundboard. The original version's also included in this, since these are really, really good ports. But I just like this version a lot. Like this alongside the Legacy Collection are my favorite original ports of these games. Legacy Collection's mostly for convenience and the CPU features that collection includes. This one's just because of the extras. It just make it worth it for me. Casey,
I got plenty to catch up on. Chat.
Yeah, go for it. If you want to catch up real quick while I'm fighting Electman.
All right, so Sausage Roll talks about their modded PSP and iPod. Apparently, they're able to run Doom on it.
That sounds like a quick way to overheat your iPod, but cool.
And it runs at a staggering 15 to 10 frames per second.
Awesome. That's what real gaming is called for.
Meanwhile, Sosmog hops in and says hello.
Welcome.
They see that you're playing the PS1 version, and they later say, I can check some retro stores for it, and if they do online, I can send the link.
That's alright. I prefer doing my own hunting, but I do thank you for it.
They say they use a GameCube emulator on their Retro Pocket.
Neat.
Oh, you mean the Retroid Pocket? Hey.
So, Metal Skull says, how does the Yellow Devil theme arrange sound? You'll hear it in a second, but not...
You'll heal it?
You'll heal it. You'll hear it in a second, but not all tracks were rearranged for the first 3 collections because they had to be out on a tight deadline. It wasn't until the 4th, 5th, and 6th collection that the entire soundtracks were arranged. So... Mega Man 3, I think, it's where it gets the most egregious because they start using Mega Man 7 music to try and like fill in the gaps, like Top Man's theme. Meanwhile, here, Iceman's theme is not arranged at all. It's just the original track. The other thing to note is that the switching with RNL was added in this version of the game, and I sorely miss it in every other re-release because it's not in any other re-release other than Powered Up. They also, in later ones, in later collections, the rush abilities are all added to the bottom RNL buttons. So R2 and L2 are mapped with the rush abilities, which make for even easier swapping, because now instead of just hitting R and L to switch between the weapons, I can quickly get to, like, Rush Jet.
You were denied that life.
I was. The game said no.
Sosmog says they could play Doom on their grandpa's ashes.
We can play Doom on anything, and Doom will run on a potato. Like, literally, it actually ran on a potato once.
I'm not surprised.
They took a potato, and every time, burnt in the game of Doom using, like, a heat map, and then every time it got to the next frame, they cut the potato to get it to play the next frame.
That's so freaking bizarre.
I've seen that, and then they also did like a potato imaging thing to get it to run there too. So there's 2 different methods for that.
Why can't Vex do that with the potatoes?
Because we have too many onions.
Oh, okay. Sausage Roll says it doesn't overheat. However, I've accidentally made it fall onto the floor, and now it's got dead pixels and a dent near the headphone jack. I'll send it on Discord.
Oh yeah, go for it. So I have my own Discord server, as well as a YouTube channel, so you can check those out. But yeah. Oh, I think... Yeah. General chats. Oh, stick to... so, for photos and stuff, we actually have a photos section. But I do appreciate it. And that does look a little dinged up. Alright. I don't know, hey Case, can you tell me, since you're watching through the stream itself, are the achievements, popping up on the screen? Awesome. So, I am signed into Retro Achievements. I don't use this feature very often, but I am for these streams, because Duck Station is kind of neat. So what do you think of the game so far?
It is interesting, to say the least.
Yeah?
It has a... What's the word I'm looking for? An old-timey charm to it.
An old-timey charm.
Yeah.
Me looked at Pong. Wow, this is dated!
Who needs date when it's timeless?
Ooh, I like that one. Let's see here. Blade asks, but can the potato play Bad Apple?
Yes. Yes.
Sausage Roll continues to say, also, a little smash on the actual screen, but you can only see when it's off in a certain angle. However, I love my emo iPod and I love rocking out to my tunes.
Nice. Nice, nice. I used to carry around my PSP everywhere for music. I no longer do that, but my PSP is still got all of my tracks saved on it, and I've got them backed up on my PS3.
I mean, hey, like I used to bring around my 3DS for my MP3.
The 3DS one's weirder to me because the sound file quality there is terrible, for one, and for two, I always thought that you could only play like those specific like clips that were like 10 or 15 seconds or whatever they were, whatever limitation they were.
No, you could import MP3s onto there and it would play it just like anything else.
See, I tried to do that once or twice and it never worked for me.
Really?
Yeah. I tried doing it on both DSi and 3DS and I never got it to work.
That's strange.
Which is why I'm always, because it would like play the first 15 seconds and that was it, would cut off.
I could just imagine that with some of the songs I have. Because I have Talking in Your Sleep on there.
Yeah.
So I could just imagine, I hear the secrets.
Yep.
And then that's it.
That's actually, we actually tried it with that track. That is where it stops.
I can't believe that. That's funny.
Is like Dr. Willy the final boss?
So Dr. Wily is, in fact, the final boss. He is the big bad of the entire classic Mega Man series. So, in the game series themselves, there are subsets. So, there's Classic, X, Zero, ZX, Legends, Battle Network, Star Force. And those are the main, like, series. And that first set, except for the last two, make for one full timeline. They tell one story. And then the other two are an alternate take on that, where instead of robots, they went with computers.
Interesting. So is Dr. Wily the one making the robots mean?
Yes, he's the one who makes them bad. He also made part of these.
Oh.
He got jealous of Mega Man's creator, Dr. Light, and stole the 6 robot masters here, reprogrammed them, and set them against the world. And then in the second game, he starts building his own robots to stop Mega Man. To try to prove that he's the better genius.
Okay. So Blood's just butthurt.
He is mad that he's not getting given the credit that he deserves for helping to create the robot masters and help humanity. And for that, he's going to take it out on the rest of the world. In Battle Network, you play as Lan Hikari and his brother, who is the NetNavi Megaman, also known as Hub Hikari. And their father is Yoichiro Hikari, and his dad is Dr. Hikari, also known as Dr. Light, because Hikari means light. And in that series, Dr. Wily is eventually given the credit he deserves for helping to create the internet. He does serve jail time for his crimes in terrorism, and eventually creates the ultimate antivirus, stopping all computer viruses.
Huh.
All because he was thanked for his crime, he ended up using his genius for good. All because he was thanked for what he did, the part that he helped humanity with. He paid for his crime and then helped humanity afterwards.
Hikari, not Ikari.
I said
Different name.
I said Hikari.
No, I know you. I'm talking to chat.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sometimes I can flub up words, but I'm pretty sure I said Hikari.
No. Someone in chat goes, Ikari? Like Shinji Ikari from Neon Genesis Evangelion?
Oh, and of course it's Blade, so he knows better, you goober.
Ikari Warriors.
Alright. But yeah, I'll be playing through all Mega Man games. Doesn't matter if they're spin-offs. I'll play some fan games. We'll be doing ROM hacks of certain ones. Like next week, we're doing... next week on Tuesday is Mega Man 1 for Game Boy in the colorized patch. Mega Man 2 DX, which is also the colorized patch for that one. And then also Mega Man The Wily Tower for Genesis, which is what we're setting up today with what we're doing. So, should be a fun time. Anyways, here's the
chat is still...
Chat's going nuts.
Yeah, because now we go, and Shinji, like Shinji Hikaru from from Bleach.
Oh my gosh. You guys are nuts. I've gotten kind of good at this after powered up. I'm still taking damage.
I don't want to hear it when I beat every single version of this boss in powered up.
Yeah. You didn't...
No, but you're doing good.
Yeah. I didn't take enough damage to actually, like, die there. If my health bar was normal, I wouldn't have died.
No, that's fair.
So, like, it was a full bar, at least.
No, I was just playing with you.
Goofy. At least we did
The
it.
chat is going goofy as well.
That's awesome. I'm glad there's so many people hanging out today. We're not just playing this version of Mega Man 1, by the way, guys. So, strap in, because after this, I believe we're jumping over to the Genesis version.
Sosmog says, play the Game Boy games. I love those games.
We will be playing the Game Boy games. So, the Game Boy games 1 and 2 are going to be tied together. 3, 4, and 5 are all going to be on their own, and because they're longer and way harder.
Blade goes, it's a game of life, ABBA. It'll bring you back today if you want it to.
Maybe.
Sosmog says the Wily Wars are fun, and they spent like 3 all-nighters on it.
I've beaten it on the way. I beat it on the way to Anthrocon one year. Like all 3 games back to back.
I still have yet to beat 3 in the Wily Tower in that version.
Well, you've got plenty of time because we're doing each of them, and we are going to be playing the updated Wily Wars version from Retrobit, which is the second English release of the game. that was created specifically for the anniversary. So it's got improvements to the lag and programming side of things on that game. Is that my first death, by the way? Or no, we died in the guts platforms too, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to forget the mistakes of your past with the Guts platform.
Only a little bit. Only a little bit. So yeah, next week's gonna be fun. We're doing the Game Boy games 4, 5, and then Sonic 1 on Friday. So, as a little celebration gift to both myself and you guys for sticking in there. We're almost to 50 followers, so as soon as we can do that, that'll be a fun time.
Salsa Droll says, "Welcome to my inverted world."
It's the inverted castle. Oh no, Castlevania.
Inside the eclipse.
The moon.
The moon.
The moon. The moon's haunted.
Again.
Ramoon.
Again. It never stopped being haunted, actually.
That's news to me.
Here comes Revolta saying, "Ah, there he is! It's that guy again!"
Yeah, it's the guy that does the thing.
Officer, that's the one who beat Mega Man 1!
3 times! We're only on time 1 right now, but we'll be on time 3 soon enough.
Sausage Roll asked, "Mega, is that a reference to the band Megadeth?"
I wish, but that would be fitting. Actually, in Japan, he's known as Rockman, and that is and his sister is called Roll, so it's rock and roll. His brother is Proto Man. His actual name is Blues. His Mega Man's rival is Bass. Mega Man's dog is Rush, which is a reference to one of my favorite bands, Rush.
But don't forget about Bass and his trusty dog as well.
Treble. In Japan, they're known as Forte and Gospel. There's the bird known as Reggae. That Bass also has. Mega Man has a bird named Beat and a cat named Tango. So, Megadeth would be fitting. There are Megadeth references, but they don't come till later, actually, believe it or not. But they love their music puns. And it really shows that they like music because the entire Mega Man soundtrack is really, really good.
Did you just call me Omega Man? Yeah, I thought it was like opossum where you don't say the O.
You guys are goofy.
Game Boy games on the Game Boy games.
What?
We're too
Okay.
deep. We're too deep. There's too many Game Boys.
Death as in Death Clock? No.
Nah.
Back to back, is that a Sonic reference? Oh my
Yes,
God.
that is a Sonic reference. I'll be playing
No.
Sonic next week on the 28th. It'll be great. I'll be actually after the 28th though. I'll be interlacing Sonic and Mega Man content because I am a huge Sonic fan, and we'll be going into all the weird Sonic lore. And you guys will be like, "Please stop teaching us. We don't need to know that Tangle and Whisper exist or that Sally Acorn ever happened. Please stop."
Sawsmog asks if you're going to play the sequel wars upon release.
Yes, I will. I've already played through episode Red, but I will be playing them again on stream when they come out because I'm super excited for that remixed mode. I've played every single demo of that too. By the way, I should also mention the attack strength goes up as you level up Mega Man for the Pocket Station. So, we're doing way more damage than what we normally would. It's actually going to become really, really apparent when we do the NES and Genesis versions.
Blade says you take the moon, you take... Okay, I might have to transcribe this a bit. You take the moon and you grab a buster, you find Schnitzel and attack his son.
Oh boy. I can see the chat further down than you are at the moment, Casey, and I'm seeing stuff about Sonic 06. By the way, I'll be playing Sonic 06 again. We already played it once for my YouTube channel. We'll be doing it again. Don't worry, guys. I know how much you love Sonic 06. So I'll be playing it again. And I'll have a great time doing it, too.
Also, I can see the bottom of chat. It's just I'm way behind.
I know. That's what I mean by that.
How dare you?
Just gonna use the super arm here. See all the Gutsman clones on the ceiling.
Sosmog says they love your Avi, and they think it's absolutely adorable.
Thank you. I drew it myself. I animated it and everything.
Electman as an electric guitar.
He does actually have an electric guitar. We've seen artwork of it. And down here's the Yusaishi, sometimes referred to as the pinwheel. Just a little Capcom thing. It shows up pretty much in every Capcom game, hidden away. It's in every Resident Evil game, by the way.
Yeah.
As the Umbrella Corporation logo. That was done on purpose.
I never picked up on that.
Really?
Yeah, as an avid fan of the series, I never picked up on that.
Yeah. Mega Man, Dr. Light, and Wily all appear in Resident Evil 2.
Really?
Yeah. They show up
Yeah,
in
they do.
Resident Evil 3 Remake. There is a poster for a scientific talk on the ethics of robotics in the background. And Mega Man is a cartoon character in that series, and you can see the toys and stuff in Raccoon City in the Resident Evil 3 Remake.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah, that is the way it works.
Sausage Roll says, play Sonic Unleashed for the emo furries. And what I mean by emo furries, I mean me.
I played Unleashed once on 360 on YouTube about a year or two ago, and I had such a fun time. So I will gladly play it again because I really had fun with Unleashed. I played it on my Xbox One. I might pick up a series just so I can play it on there and play it at full 60 constantly. Because the ending of that game just lags a lot. Alright, so chat, I'll let you guys pick. Are we doing Wily Wars next, or are we doing the NES version?
Sosmog says they love Resident Evil. Them and their aunt play it.
Nice. I'm kind of a fan. I have a couple of the games. I really like playing 7 and 8 with my husband. We said we'd get to 4, but every time I look at 4, it just kind of makes me go, eh.
Oh, is it because they don't speak Mexican Spanish?
You know, women.
Women.
Where's everybody going? Bingo?
The chat just depletes.
Yeah, we're not done yet. So, NES or Genesis next?
Cross says Electman's.exe operator has a guitar. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Sosmog says Mega Man Legends 3.
Legends 3, yes, agreed. They should do a Legends
He's still
3.
stuck on the moon.
Still on the moon. Get him off the moon.
Revolta and Sosmog both say Wily Wars.
Alright, so Wily Wars. So, to do Wily Wars, I am going to have to switch over my TV, over to the capture card, which is not a big deal. To do the NES version, I'm still going to stick on the PlayStation, just so we have achievements, so there's something else going on the screen when we beat bosses and stuff. But we'll be using the original mode, so we won't have the massive health bar or any of the ridiculous power-ups included. Yeah. So there is a weird rumor that's been around for years that Mega Man was made because they lost the license to Astro Boy. In fact, they never had the license to Astro Boy, did not ever consider making an Astro Boy game, and just really, really wanted to pay homage to that era of manga and anime.
Huh.
Yeah. So there's Roland Dr. Light. And just like that, we get a We have the credits for the PlayStation version right afterwards. When we do PlayStation 6, I have to mute at this point because there is copyrighted audio. And I mean, it's heavily copyrighted. Like, Show Pro evil amount of copyright. Like, they'll get you on Twitch for it.
They'll him you up.
It's not as evil as freaking some guy's symphony suing me for playing music.
Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of evil. It's like Nintendo Ninjas, but like harsher. I do not need that.
Yeah, no, it was scary. I was doing an art stream, started playing classical music, because I'm like, you know what? That's within the realm of royalty-free music. No, it turns out some guy was just like, oh, you're playing my music that I wrote. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to dispute this.
Alright then, that's crazy. How's everybody in chat feeling? So, you good for Wily Wars next?
Sosmog says you got sued.
I'm not getting sued, but I'm not...
No, they're asking me.
Oh, no, nobody got sued. It was just a copyright claim, which means they had to pull the audio.
I misread it as you go get sued.
You go get sued right now.
You gonna give it to you got.
Dr. Wowie. Pinkerton? Weezer reference?
Oh my gosh. That was a nice brisk pace.
Oh, what, going through the game?
Yeah, like that one was like easy peasy.
Could you imagine if you ended stream here?
Oh, if I ended stream here, that would be terrible. I have 9 people watching, and I told them we're doing Wily Wars next. If I just ended here, that'd just be evil.
Would you like some
I
baked
should do a
beans?
thing where I speedrun
What?
Mario 64. And...
Would you like some baked beans?
I have baked beans, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to. I'm good. I don't need any baked beans.
Gavin, eat the beans.
I'm not eating the beans.
Why not eat the beans?
They're good beans.
Oh, they're harvest bean chips.
Yeah.
All right.
Like to keep our beans crispy around here.
Okay, settings. Pause. All right. So now I gotta flip everything over. So flip that one off. Flip that one on. Can you grab the... actually, wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold off on my judgment first. We're gonna try this with this controller, and if it doesn't go well, then I'm going to switch over to a different controller. So I'm using the Polymega for this because, yeah, because I like using the Polymegas for stuff like this.
Everything alright over there?
Yeah, just the audio's not coming through my headphones.
Uh-oh.
So I gotta do...
It's coming through stream, though. I will tell you that.
I know it's coming through stream, which is why I'm... There we go. Alright. Now then, we're good to go. We are ready for Wily Wars. As you see, I've beaten it at least once, so this shouldn't be too bad. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it again. So, yeah.
Looks like we good.
Yeah.
Well, I guess more detail.
More detailed. We're also on the Genesis, so this was a couple of years later. This was a compilation made by the Game Boy team. The Game Boy team is known as Minakuchi Engineering. They are no longer a thing. Sad face. I loved Minakuchi Engineering. I liked the games that they made. They made Mega Man 1 for Game Boy, 3, 4, and 5 for Game Boy, this, and Megaman.exe3. They were essentially Inti Creates before Inti Creates, and that was pretty cool. They also did the first scrolling shooter for Game Boy. When they were told that they probably couldn't make a good bullet hell, they made a good bullet hell for Game Boy. Which is wild. They were under a super tight deadline, so they didn't get to do everything that they wanted to do here, and they had to reprogram a lot because while they were given the source code for Mega Man, they weren't, essentially the hardware was so incompatible with each other that it was like starting from scratch. And because all three games needed to be done, they could only program in one engine, so they chose to program in the Mega Man 3 engine, so everything here feels a lot tighter than it does on NES. You notice how Mega Man, like, stops on a dime here? Well, in the other one, he was, like, skidding a little bit. That's just a small change. This is something there where Mario kind of influenced the market on the way good platformers should control. So every platformer from around this time had that little bit of leeway with movement. But yeah, it should be good. This is a good version of the game. I honestly think it's good. I wish the Retrobit version was the version on Switch Online. It's not.
That Joe was going in with you.
Huh?
So that Joe went in with you.
Yeah. Also, my down on my D-pad's being a little messed up. I am probably going to switch out my controller with a different Genesis pad, because the Polymega Genesis pad has apparently got some problems with the membrane. I have never had this problem before, which means it's new, and it probably also means that because the controller was stored not where I wanted it, it got messed up, because I set these controllers usually off to the side. I don't like having them on with the rest of them because they've got these nice braided cables and stuff. So I want to keep it all nice. But if my controller's messed up, my controller's messed up. They ended up in the controller bin, and I'm like, no, don't do that. When we get the new place, we're going to try to display all the controllers. So, Bomb Man's pattern here is a little bit different. He likes to come real close to you, making him more of a challenge.
He's just stomping all over you.
Yeah, my buttons are a little bit less sensitive. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that controller real quick. Casey, for a sec, go ahead and just entertain the chat for a second while I do this.
Sausage Roll says you should totally, or definitely play the Rayman games, especially Rayman Origins. Holy crap, I didn't notice that Roger Craig Smith played Sonic, who voiced Sonic, played Human Torch in Lego Marvel 1, and Batman. What if I told you guys that, who was it? I'm trying to think. Because one of Sonic's voice actors also voiced Chris Redfield in Resident Evil 5. And that was Roger Craig Smith, which I think is also fascinating.
Roger Craig Smith?
Yeah, some people in chat noticing similarities that he plays certain characters other than just Sonic.
Finding out a voice actor you like does other things. Ah, the glory. There we go. It's actually a lot more responsive now. Alright. This should run a little smoother. I'm using a, funnily enough, I'm using a Retrobit controller for this. One of the remodeled, Sega Genesis controllers that they did. In this, like, really pretty ruby clear red. I like this pad. It's like my favorite Genesis controller. If it ever breaks, I'll be sad, because I don't think I can get another one. First try. Switch controllers, first try.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
I also love how Steam took over... Let me see, how long has the stream been going for? 50 minutes to open.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love Steam.
Was not expecting the amount of people hopping in today. I'm feeling today's doing good. I'm hoping that the rest of this week goes good too, because we're doing 2 tomorrow. We're starting with PlayStation, and then we're doing NES, and then Wily Wars, and you guys can pick the order of that. And then we're doing 3. Then we're doing 3 the exact same way. So.
I mean, when I said that Megaman had a huge following on Twitch, I meant it.
I hit my head under the platform. That was a little weird. Because it's snowing a lot? That's a good answer, actually. That's actually a really good answer, because it is super cold outside. You can just open the bag. Purasak's trying to hide a bag of beans.
But how did they know it was snowing? Chat, how did you guys know it was snowing outside? Who are you?
Sorry about that, folks. Alright, we're gonna continue. Oh yes, please. I'd like a bean. Beans, guys. They're like Cheeto Pops, but really, really good.
Sausage says, I didn't realize that Murphy from Rayman 2 and 3 was also the voice of Fry from Futurama.
Yep. He's in a lot of projects, though.
Sosmod goes because it's snowing outside. It's kind of scary how you know that.
Like the signs at the
Yeah,
mall.
but I'm getting paranoid. The chat knows it's snowing.
Casey, you ever seen the signs at the mall that say, "You are here"?
Yeah?
How do they know?
I gotta go! Gavin, I'm scared. I don't want to go to the Polaris Mall anymore.
They know that you are here.
Oh gosh!
Gee whiz.
Oh, gee whiz.
I just love how, like, I'm gonna keep repeating this because it's the funniest part of our humor is, oh no thing, but louder.
No, it's thing. Oh no, thing. Wait, thing.
Wait thing, is that the extra step we added?
That's the extra step that gets added every now and again.
It just has the same, like, flow of, that's my boy. No,
My boy.
Father, help! Do you want to explain the story for this game?
Wily stole the robots. Go stop him. No.
Thanks. I was talking about the reason for the Wily Wars existing, but alright, man, fine.
Okay.
Very concise.
Alright. So, Wily stole the robots and whatnot, right? Well, after the 3rd game, he steals a time machine to try and fix his plans. The time machine's known as the Time Skimmer. He stole it from the Kronos Institute to try to go back and beef up his plans. Mega Man followed. This ended up with some weird timeline collapsing shenanigans, and Mega Man ended up having to redo Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. On top of this, it gave Wily time to do the first Game Boy game, and it's not, and he keeps the time skimmer at the end of this game, and tries for one more go-round. This time jumping really far ahead, and that leads to Mega Man 2 for Game Boy, but at the end of that game, the time skimmer is completely destroyed, and all timeline shenanigans stop there. So, yeah, Mega Man's not a series with, like, a super lot of, like, oh, we're gonna go back and forth like Zelda, or anything like that. So, the timeline stuff is, we did it for a collection to make sense, so we could add extra content to the collection, because this collection actually has a bonus game to it that's only ever in this game, called the Wily Tower. It's just 3 bosses and then 3 Wily stages, but they're fun. You get to pick whichever weapons you want from all 3 of these first 3 entries, and then the second Game Boy game is stupid easy, kind of weird, and only makes sense if it's tied to this game. So in order to make sense of the time travel in that game and the time travel here, just may as well combine them. They both came out around the same time.
Fair enough. Saves money.
Plus, Minakuchi Engineering made both this and the other Game Boy games, except for 2, which was made by a different studio known as DIDN, which was known for making Game Gear games, and they ended up making some of the Game Gear Sonic titles. Which is really, really strange, especially knowing that this is on the Genesis. But I'm glad DIDN didn't work on this, because DIDN is bad at making Mega Man games. They didn't like the quality of it, so they never went back to DIDN. They just kept using Minakuchi Engineering. Keiji Inafune, who was the director of the series at the time, said that this game gave him, this and X3 gave him nightmares because they passed off the series to another developer, which makes no sense. Honestly, I think he was just mad at Minakuchi Engineering for having anything to do with the franchise in the first place, which is weird. It's one of those weird moments with, Sonic's creator. I don't know if you've heard about that. Yuji Naka, where he threw a hissy fit during the entirety of the Sega Saturn into the Dreamcast and even onto the GameCube. And had so much power in the company, he nearly made the whole company go under right after the Dreamcast, because he kept insisting that they make another console, even though it would have put them past the bankruptcy line.
Why do the smart thing when we can make more money?
He also left midway through Sonic 06 development because he was frustrated at the time, and instead of fighting for his team, ended up arguing that they shrink the team, move them to LA, and then shrink the team again and move them back from LA to Japan. Essentially, he just kept getting people fired and whatnot. Yuji Naka even said in a conference during the Sega Saturn to another developer, they were speaking in Japanese to an English developer, well, why don't we buy out? Why don't we fund their thing and then buy them out, so then we have all of their IPs? To a bunch of people they thought didn't speak Japanese because they had a translator there, they looked at them and said, you know we can hear you, and we know everything you're saying, right? And they got a better deal because of it, and didn't get bought out.
That's crazy.
But yeah, Yuji Naka liked to screw a lot of people over, and there's some similarities with Inafune and the Mega Man franchise. You can actually see part of it in the Devil May Cry series. Because Devil May Cry 4 Inafune directed part of that alongside the usual director, and that's why that game had it was part of the reason that game had way more troubled development than it really needed to. Inafune really just needed a super change in attitude towards game development, and never got that. Later on, he made Mighty No. 9, and it's abundantly clear he still never got that. And now he's working with an NFT company, and basically tried to scam Mega Man fans using those. Because here's bootleg Mega Man. Yeah, I'm glad he's not connected to the series. I'm glad he hasn't been connected to the series since Mega Man 10. It's a shame that he never trained a successor for the director role for that game, but for the game series, so nobody felt like they could, touch it. But Inafune is a mess. Minakuchi Engineering did a fine job on this game, and I think Retrobit did a great job of touching it up and making it run a bit better on the Genesis. But how's chat doing?
I'm honestly glad to see where the Mega Man series is and is currently going, especially with the release of 11. And I just really want 12.
I just want a game. I'll take anything at this point. Collection, new game, doesn't matter.
We just get Chip Challenge 2.
Good, at least it's something.
No!
No?
No Chip Challenge 2!
Chip Challenge 2.
No.
Oh no, you're good.
Mega Man gambling mobile game.
No, we already got that. It's called X-Dive.
I was gonna say X-Dive.
I mean, have you seen Rockman ability? We don't need it mobile. It could just be gambling.
Finally, a new way to fuel my addiction. Robots.
Ah, yes. Just how I want to fuel my gambling addiction.
Rockman is quick.
Very. He also kills you in 3 hits.
Jeez.
Iceman also can kill you in 3 hits of the Ice Slasher, but Elecman will also kill you in 3 hits with just his body. Like, if he body lams you, just walks into you, that's enough damage right there to take you out.
No, just a slot machine with Mega Man on it? Like his skin spread over it? Okay, well... he doesn't-
What is this, Kirby? Just
I mean, if any... Oh my gosh, Gavin, if we get a pachinko, like a pachinko machine, as an announcement, I'm going to scream.
I mean, we already got Pachinko Mega Man. It's called Rockman ability. Like, that exists.
No, I mean, like, more.
Oh, no,
like, they
that's...
start pulling a Konami.
No, that's Castlevania.
You leave my beloved series alone. I will send you back to the nether realm of which you came from.
Alright. And we're back on this stage. On an extra life. What do you think of the Genesis version so far?
It is interesting seeing the subtle differences between the graphics. Like, the gameplay seems to be similar.
Yeah, it's similar. The physics feel a little different. Like, underwater, we now have the high jump from the later games.
It's like also cool seeing just how much detail you can bring out in the pixels.
Yeah, it's... Honestly, the amount of detail found here is a bit crazy.
Like, these bricks have full shading.
Yes.
And I find that amazing.
I find it kind of crazy they took away the frozen beach aesthetic in Powered Up.
Yeah, they did. It's a little odd. Changes the storytelling a little bit. The one thing to note about Mega Man 1, so there's 2 ways that it can go. Either this game takes place in America at the main light lab, or all across Japan. I'm inclined to think that it's across America, because Dr. Light is actually meant to be a American scientist rather than a Japanese scientist. But he's meant to be like an American scientist with Japanese heritage. Meanwhile, Dr. Wily, while sometimes in America he's portrayed as British, as German, he's intended to be British. So that's a little silly. Like, the Ruby Spears cartoon made him sound German, because his look looks like Einstein. But every other portrayal, even in the games, he's slightly British.
Like refreshingly British, or
Like old crazy British.
oh,
Like, not heavily
Proper
British.
is the term.
Yeah, not like pip pip cheerio, more like it's so subtle. It's like super subtle. Subtle? Ooh.
What the heck did you just say?
I made a word up. I have made a word up. I did not mean to make a word up, but I made a word up.
S. S stands for...
Yeah, there you go.
A. A is for apple. S. S is for whatever the freak he said. It's some buttle.
It's like a subtle rebuttal. Casey, what do you think of the Wily Wars?
I forgot I didn't... I forgot I was using Twitch to talk, so I started talking, and, Anyways, what do I think of Wily Wars? I think Wily Wars is, honestly, a very good way to play the first 3 games. I do kind of wish that, that the re-releases on PlayStation, pulled a move similar to this, where they updated the graphics, but I like it the way it is. It's pretty good, overall.
Yeah, they updated this part too. That hole is not there in the other versions of the game. I still think they made this part slightly worse in Powered Up. This entire screen.
Yeah, I don't like that screen.
That the ceiling is way too low.
the Roombas make me laugh.
Yeah, so these are known as Gavin. They're little security bots. They speed up when you're on the same layer as them. They appear in a lot of the Mega Man games. Sometimes there's different, like, varieties. Like, there's one in 3 where if they hit you, they start springing up and down, left and right, in place after they hit you. Like, they're laughing at you. Because they don't spring up until after you've been hit, so...
Those are Gabules?
They're a type of Gabule. They're in the same enemy class.
I mean, yeah, they sweep the floor, get close to you, and by sweep, I don't mean sweep as in, like, cleaning, but more or less, like, scanning kind of sweep.
Security.
Yeah.
Security.
Well, why can't they do both?
Because they're not a cleaning robot.
Let's be real here. We can have multifunctional robots. It's gonna clean and secure your place. Sorry, it's got to pick up some dust before it'll
that
take care of the
reminds me
intruder.
of the Roomba with the funny pea shooter on its taped to the top of it.
I like the one with all the little knives taped to it.
I love that one too.
I wanted to attempt to build an actual gabule at one point. I want to, where I take 2 little knives and a spinning motor, attach the rotation motor on top of the Roomba,
Oh no.
and then whenever it turns on, it just starts spinning on the top bit while it's moving and vacuuming.
Oh no.
I've made a...
So, diving away from Gavin attempting to create a war crime, we're gonna go ahead and see what chat's up to.
You know...
Sambuttal sounds like a slur used against bugs. How do you know I haven't used it before while playing?
Bug
Oh, what
for
is that?
Saturn.
A bug's life, yeah. A bug's life.
No, I was gonna
We'll go
say,
with that.
why not Bug for Saturn?
Oh my god, what about Spider for PlayStation?
So many bug-themed games. What is this, Spider-Man?
Like a man.
No, this
I
is
mean,
Mega
one
Man.
of the Sims games that was on SNES was literally you play as an ant.
Oh boy.
Wait, did you not know about that?
I personally did not know.
Yeah, there's a Sims game that was available for SNES where you play as an ant, and you are constantly in threat of attack by either spiders, bigger bugs, birds.
It's called Sim Ant.
No, it's a Sims game.
Yeah, it's called Sim Ant.
Yeah, Symbiote.
Sim Ant.
Who's ant?
I don't know.
Antlion?
Most of my ants are really, really mean. I don't want to be around any of them. Yes, because that is...
Oh no, you're gonna... You never struggle with this.
No, it's dropping my input every now and again, and I don't know why.
It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Oh, that's infuriating.
Now, you want to know the worst part about this? I have to game over, or grind.
Oh no!
I usually never struggle with this.
Saucemog, it can't be a skill issue if it actually is the controller.
I don't know if you guys have been seeing the second jumps every now and again. That is not me hitting jump immediately afterwards. It's just like, I'm holding the button and then it just stops.
Now, if I were playing the game, the second jump is totally intentional.
Completely. Even when it messes you up, that's just how it be. But no, I'm like, you guys saw how quickly I went through the PlayStation version. When I say it's the controller, I mean it's the controller. I've played a little bit too much of this game to know exactly what I'm doing. Well, we're getting there.
Just stone at me.
Just take in the energy. How's the chat feeling? Other than saying I've got skill issues. These spawns. Case.
Yes?
I said, everything going okay over there?
You asked chat, not me.
Okay, well, about you, how is everything going for you?
I haven't slept since 10 p.m. yesterday.
You're just not happy to be here, are you?
What? What are you talking about?
What are you
No,
talking
I'm
about?
happy to be here. I actually am serious about that. I'm trying to fix my sleeping schedule.
These guys are evil. I
They
love...
are my favorite enemy, by the way.
The little platform heads,
Yeah, the footholders. They're evil.
they are evil.
Yep. See, they fire at you, and then their movement is random, and the spikes are instant kill, and they can do that. Back to the grinds. This won't be that bad once we get past this one. Once we get past the Yellow Devil, this game falls apart. Because then it becomes easy to get things done. I fucking held the button. I don't know. I held the button. Don't you guys love points? So, the one mechanic I didn't mention about the, so those orange drops are, the point balls. Those add a score multiplier to your, final tally at the end of each stage. Score is pointless, and they took it out of every, everything after this. But they kept it in every version of Mega Man 1. I don't know a single version that doesn't have the points. See, I hit jump, and he walked off.
It is eating your inputs.
And I don't know why, and it's kind of freaking me out. Just for safety, I'm creating a new save state.
You got this.
I'm sure I do, but I don't want to game over and have to mess with the inputs again. I'm not sure what's causing it either.
Revolta says, I'm racing to see if I'm able to finish my armor before the 28th to wear the costume for Carnival.
Nice. I hope you can do it. So in the... I swear to God, I held the button. So, the other thing to note with this version of the game, like I said, Retrobit did a really good job at fixing up the code to make it run better. This, on the original Wily Wars version, so the version you can play on Switch online, is really laggy. They move at half of this speed for these pieces.
Like the enemies or everyone in general?
No, just these bits. You saw that. You saw that little hop beforehand.
Yeah, I saw it too.
I know it sounds like I'm fucking making shit up, but I promise you I'm not.
Yeah, I understand. Now come on, Gavin. Time to take your meds.
Damn it.
No, but that does suck. I hate that you're getting that, like, input being used. Hey Gav, what do you think an input tastes like?
Caramel.
I'd say that's a pretty good flavor.
I mean, it's good enough for me to, like, want to eat the input. If it tasted like caramel, I would want it all the time. Mmm, yummy.
Werther's flavored inputs.
What?
There we go. I didn't need the save state.
I told you you could do it.
I'm still probably gonna game over though. It literally keeps eating the C button input, and I don't know why. It was doing it sometimes for the shot button as well, but
Revolta says Yellow Devil, or at least the Yellow Devil says, in quote, "I'll always come back."
it's just Boomo. But that's we translated it for you guys. Those who have no idea what I'm talking about, the Yellow Devil only says one word in Powered Up, because that game is fully voice acted, and that is Boomo.
I'm gonna say this once again. That voice actor went ham with that role.
It was a good role. Thankfully, I'm not playing Powered Up again today. It's just different versions of 1 that we haven't touched on the channel.
Sosmog says, honestly, what do you think being hit by a speeding train feels like?
I don't think it feels. I think you just wake up in the hospital.
If you wake up.
Yes. And that is... I'm basing that opinion on one of the... I went to a panel at a con entirely... They were talking about trains. Because the person there was like a conductor or whatever. I was just bored. I wanted something to do. There was nothing else going on. I was like, I'm gonna watch this. And they were like, I got hit by a train once, and it like freaked out the audience. I'm like, what? And no, he was just like, yeah, I woke up in the hospital. I was just getting my bag off the thing, and all of a sudden, train.
It really does just hit you out of nowhere.
So.
Charge man is charged with assault.
I'm sure it hurts after the fact, though.
It's just, you can still try and attack where you fell afterwards.
Yeah, they're... Yeah, they're a bit ruthless.
Like, still, like...
Bunbees are just the worst kind of person.
I just wanted to stop eating my inputs. I don't know what's going on with my console right now. It's acting funny, and I don't know why. What is going on in chat, guys?
They're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's for some reason. Only because somebody typed, "I'll always come back," which is said by William Afton, I think, in the movie.
It's said by the Terminator. Get it right, guys.
I'll be back.
Nah, same thing.
No, no, no. Don't you start. Face says it too. He literally goes, "I'll be back."
You know what like a 5th century musician would say? I'll be back.
You shut
And I want you guys to... Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Gavin's gonna go on a little walk to the desert.
You're going to the bar.
Upstate.
He's gonna be swimming with the fishes, if you know what I mean. Tony, handle him.
God damn it. I just needed one more hit on him.
Sosmog asks, what do you mean? Wouldn't you like to know? How about you say hello to my little friend?
He's small. His name's Jimmy. No, that's Carl.
Oh, no. The Weezer?
Hi, my name is Carl Weezer. I love Jimmy's mom. Mom! Jimmy's mom!
When the audience doesn't know what's going on.
Well, that's Jimmy's problem. It's got it going on.
Nah, Jimmy's dad is crazy now.
You can't swim with fish in the desert. So you know what? I feel like you're the.
If I'm hallucinating,
people
if I'm hallucinating, I can.
I was gonna say, I feel like you're one of the people who doesn't understand what an oasis is. But you know what? I like your answer better.
It's a little used to shaking that.
An extra life, because I'm gonna need it.
You put eaten now.
It's a cookie.
I like cookies.
What? Oh, he go. Oh. He just be hopping. Homie, stay moving.
Oh my god.
Bro honestly has mad hops. That's what makes him such a formidable foe.
If the rolling cutter was just a little bit faster, this wouldn't be a problem. Cause like Cutman, I can get him no problem. Electman, nah. Oh, I guess I could go into the detail of the fact that technically the first 6 Robot Masters and Mega Man and Roll are all siblings by technicality. They're all based on the same base programming and like body type. That's some goofy bit of lore. The one part of that secret level episode I think that is really a missed opportunity. Since they make Bomb Man like huge in that show.
He's big. Oh.
Just a bit. So you saw that jump after I landed. I let go of the button. I swear I held it! I held it!
I'm sorry.
Are you using the Ruby pad?
Yeah.
I know you probably don't want to hear this, but what if you use the PlayStation pad? I want to see if it is just the module itself.
Honestly, that's fair.
Listen, the only reason why I say this is because the 64 module does the same thing with N64 controllers.
Alright, we'll try it. 1, 2, okay.
No.
3, 4. Close the fucking door. It's fucking
I feel
cold
like
outside.
that.
I'm not heating the outside.
I'm not giving AC to the whole damn neighborhood.
Shut the damn door.
Alright, Paul.
Casey opens it during a print. No.
Oh my god. The amount of fight that damn printer has given me. I honestly feel like you might be right, Casey. I think it's just the port for the controllers is fucky.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Consider it rested, sir.
That honestly kind of drives me nuts, because we didn't have this problem beforehand.
Now send Edgeworth and the plaintiff to HE double hockey stick. Thank you.
We're sending him to heck.
Someone showed me that meme last night. That's crazy. Now to make sure he doesn't do any evil again. Right.
Bailiff.
You got this.
Oh, oh. Here we go.
Hit.
Oh. So no double jump right now?
No double jump. No problems. So
Yeah.
far, everything's me. One's on me. I played that one dumb. I wasn't thinking Electman was going to give me problems today. I honestly was like, oh, it'll probably be the Yellow Devil. No, it's the controllers in Electman. That's it.
That's all.
What happened during today's stream? Oh, death. Death happened. A bad case of it, too.
Pretty terminal, yeah.
Terminal.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. Mod creases J's. Consider them creeps.
Oh, man.
I still don't understand the point of that. Why buy a shoe that's overly expensive that you just won't wear so you don't creep them?
They're collectors. Casey, why do you buy bad video games when you know they're bad?
Okay, you listen here. Resident Evil DualShock Edition is on my shelf because I love that game.
Hey, you assumed. That means you think it's a bad game.
I know it's a bad game, goddammit!
It's
the worst way to play Resident Evil 1!
Casey, this says more about you than it does the game. I've ruined today's stream. It is in ruins.
Chat, tear him from limb.
You throw me off a cliff. Onto the balcony.
No. Saucemog says, Snake Man can burn in heck. I hate him, he sucks, I'm going to throw him off a cliff.
Dang.
Now, my friend, let me redirect your anger towards a more deserving person. Top Man.
Yeah, you struggle with Top Man, don't you, Case?
No, I don't just hate him because of the spite. His weapon is freaking useless!
Nah, it's fine.
You want to spin and get hit by an enemy? Good luck. It's only useful against enemies. It's not useful against bosses. Except for the one weakness, but still. Top Man? Yeah, top. Don't you start that. Top Man as in the spinning top. Like a toy top.
Dreidels.
Yeah. He's Jewish?
By technicality, yeah, in Battle Network.
Oh, that's nice.
His operator is,
Oh, yeah! I remember how, Top Man looks now. Yeah. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. So there's something interesting for you.
In more recent news, Cutman has been blown to bits.
Again. For like the 7th time today. Nope, no. He's trying, though.
And now Mega with the Mega meteorology report.
Ah! I'm really trying, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
Yakaroni.
I really don't want to hit stage select, because if I hit stage select, that takes me back to the Yellow Devil.
Do you need my help again?
No, I got this. I think it's just a waking up sort of thing. I think we got this. But the power of chat and hype and remembering my strategies and stuff, I can do this. Hey Case, can you tell me how long we've been going for?
Working on it.
That is a great answer.
An hour, 42, and 12 seconds.
Of course. How do you pad out Mega Man 1? Just do it.
Mega Man 1, you're here forever.
You can't play 2. There's no such thing as 2. There's only Mega Man 1.
What are you talking about? There's Mega Man 9.
No, that's 2 Part 2, and 2 doesn't exist. So there's only...
Just play Mega Man 1. Just play Mega Man 1 PS1. I was reading off chat.
No, that was on me. I don't know what in the hell happened there.
You pulled a Casey. You just ran straight into the boss.
Well, he does a little bit less damage than just going for it. So my assumption was, oh, I'll speed through this. It'll only take like a half hour. For each one, so then I'll be done in like an hour and a half.
You were totally mistaken.
I was. Look, I could make it worse. We could play the Java edition. Or I could play them.
Leave this stream. You pull up the Java version.
I do own the Android version that was delisted a couple of years ago.
You still have that?
Yeah, I still have that. It's still on my Google Play account. I'll have
That's
that.
awesome.
I'll have that till the day I die.
Has that been backed up, by the way?
Yeah, thoroughly.
Cosmog says play the Android version.
No, I'm not playing the Android version of any of these games. Unless...
We're playing the Genesis version!
We might do a 1 through 6 Android run-through for, like, April Fools.
Was it the only one released for Java?
No, it's 1 through 6. It's 1 through 6, then they were ported to Android using that version, and it's buggy and weird and bad. I beat it. Yes! Now I just gotta get to the checkpoint. With 0 lives, so I gotta pick up that extra life too. Because here's the checkpoint. Who else is excited for Copy Robot again?
Me, I am.
You are? Everybody loves Copy Robot apparently.
I am a bagel.
That means something in German. It also probably means something in English, but I couldn't tell you.
Ich bin ein Bagel. I said bagel wrong, but I got everything else right.
Damn it.
Bagel.
Run it on an Android emulator. Well, who needs an emulator? I have an Android TV. I can actually run this
Who
through.
needs a TV when I have nothing?
Who needs a capture card when you can just put your camera up to the TV screen and watch as it wobbles?
Oh no!
Who needs that when you can play? When you can take a picture of your screen with a camera?
Who needs weapons when you can just give them super arm?
That's an oxymoron, and you know it.
What in this room can he grab?
What if he just snatched you up? I think that would be really hilarious.
Just uses it like he does in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, he just tosses you against the wall.
Sawsmog says, my friend made everything on his phone Weezer. He scares me. That scares me. That's crazy.
That's criminal behavior.
Criminal behavior. Does he look like Buddy Holly now? And does that make you marry Tyler Moore?
Well, I don't care what he says about it anyways.
No, I don't care about that.
No, I don't care about that.
That's true. That's true. Just put it in the fridge. Thank you, though. I'm as fast as the bullets when I'm in the water stream.
I do kind of wish this boss was built like how it is in Powered Up. I think it's executed way better there.
It's alright. This'll take no time flat.
For you.
Oh, damn you. That's what, the third or fourth game over now? And it's only been
You just had to throw it.
I didn't. Yeah, you're right. I tried to throw it. I just didn't. I got hit first. That's kind of what happens when I get hit. Case I can't throw things when I'm dead.
I don't think you're trying.
Oh! Oh! It's all making sense now! My brain is connecting neurons together!
Does it sound so painful?
Brain is doing weird things.
I don't know. Craziness.
Brain wrinkling. Thinking not process.
Thinking, not process. Alright, time to go again.
I read a chat message that says, I hate bubble robot thing.
Oh, you hate the CWU01P?
Yeah, that thing. Anyways, I read it accidentally as I hate the speech bubble robot. Which is really funny if you think about it. Could you imagine doing a sprite replacement of this where it's just a speech bubble instead of like a bubble underwater?
That's actually been done. Somebody in Japanese replaced it with the word ah.
Somebody must not really like this thing.
It's a very dumb, like, meme ROM hack.
It's just aggressive.
Oh. What in the world is going on with this thing? There, done. Rock face.
You did it.
Rock meat phase. You've been acquainted already.
Only a little bit.
Ah! Face to fist style. I like it.
Final stretch here. And then we get to move on to the NES version, which I'm just going to be playing off of the one, so... Technically, I'm doing
I'm
class...
gonna see if I could beat you first.
When we start the NES one?
Yes.
Alright. We'll have to do that, by the way, Case.
What, a race of one?
Just a race in general.
I'd be down to race 7.
Would you be down to race 1?
I could do that.
If we race 7, by the way, I'm having my preferences for how I'm controlling that game.
Being
You can't stop me from not using cheats.
like...
The double defense from the Legacy Collection 2.
I don't need double defense.
I don't like that final capsule. Yeah, I think that's...
I feel like I'll have to equip it as well, just to make it a bit fair. 'Cause I can't do that. I can't do that fight perfect. I needed to grind for like both.
See, I don't
So
need...
it'd only be fair.
I don't need to grind for anything in that game.
This is very stiff competition. This is like us doing our promos at like a wrestling event, where we're talking trash about our next opponent, and we're each other's opponent. We're just sitting at the table with the mics in front of us.
We're sitting at a table with a bunch of mics in front of us, and we have to, like, we're doing trash talk. I think it'd be really funny if you're like, I heard they like graham crackers or something. I don't know. They're weird.
Woo! No way!
Like, just that's the, like that sort of dumb shit.
And
Where
then
it's
you
like-
just look at me and you're just like, okay, but she pours out the broth of her ramen.
Yeah, yeah. Which, Twitch chat may not know, but I'm sure everybody who knows about the YouTube knows about the war crime.
I feel like anybody who's in here who knows me also knows this.
She pours the broth out of ramen, or used to at least.
There you go. You better fix your mistakes.
Alright. Alright.
Soswalk goes, I love war crimes.
Soswalk's got never mind right afterwards.
Alright, you got this. Feed them up.
I'm gonna do it.
Criminal behavior.
I'm gonna do it, dead. Already dead.
Yay!
Yeah, the table leg's broken.
Did it just collapse?
No, it just passed me my drink prematurely.
It went, here, have another.
Try another.
Alright, Wily Wars is done. Christ, that was, I don't know why. Which leaves one more version. And And then we're officially done for at least today. Polymega, update your damn console. I swear to God. Double inputs out of controller ports is weird as heck. It did.
Alright, I gotta.
You gotta what?
I gotta adjust the volume. I just hurt my eardrums.
Yikes. But yeah, we get the nice credit scenes again. I'll wait it out so I can save and then make a save state. Character designer AK. AK there is actually on Twitter and talks to fans quite a bit. He's pretty cool. He was also like the lead programmer and stuff on this game.
Really?
Yeah, his background and stuff for programming goes back to early machine work programming. So in that industry, when you had to program something, if you programmed something poorly and it killed somebody, you were held liable. Because if you did make a mistake and it glitched, it would kill someone. So when he came over to Capcom to work on this and Ghosts and Goblins and stuff, he tried to make the programming as good as he possibly could. So Mega Man 1 actually had very few glitches until recently. 2, on the other hand, is a whole other can of worms. Alright, I'm just gonna set this up. We've officially done the Wily Wars. I don't even know...
Capcom hated crediting editors or creators? What? Did they?
No. Atari did.
I was about to say, because I'm pretty sure Capcom loved doing it. People chose pseudonyms for completely different reasons.
You know, the pseudonym thing was because at the early days of making video games, most of the people who were making them saw it like... Most of the people around them saw it like the early comic book industry. So early on in the comic book industry, if you made a comic, you were kind of seen as an outcast or somebody who was too stupid to do anything else. And you'd be basically ousted from certain industries. The gentleman who made The Martian Manhunter for DC was actually a chemist by day, and at night wrote the Martian Manhunter comics, and he went unnoticed because he used a pseudonym for so long. And it's why we know virtually nothing about the creation of the Martian Manhunter at all. Because if he would have talked about it, he would have been basically shunned from the science field. Oh, you're writing fiction? Then all your work must be fake. Essentially. Which, stupid. It's preposterous. But that was kind of the way they saw it back then. And yeah, I don't know, I think it's silly. The gentleman who created Wonder Woman and his 2 wives, when he was ostracized for creating Wonder Woman, they hated it. And for a while he lived a pretty good life until he got cancer. But right before he did that, they were burning the Wonder Woman comics. That's why there's very few old Wonder Woman comics, because people like what we'd consider Karens today would basically take the comics and burn them because they were seen as demonic, unholy. It's teaching children about women and sexual conduct and this and that. And as we found out from him and what he's written about it, because he was very open. He was one of the few comic creators who was very open to talking about his work. wrote Wonder Woman to basically see if because he thought writing more strong women would empower women to try to do more things, and he thought that writing stronger women would also weaken men to actually listen to strong women who know better. And that was his whole deal. Like, that was a theory he had. And he was kind of right, as in writing more women in content, writing stronger women helps to promote women to do better, and it helps to show men that women can be more than objects. More than that, they're people that like deserve respect and whatnot. Because it was like the 40s, 50s, 60s. They weren't getting respect.
Sosmog asks, wasn't it like the 70s when they could vote?
Yeah. Like, just absolutely insane how long it took for that. The other thing is to note, he was a polyamorous man, which led to a lot of problems in his life, especially when his neighbors walked in, because he was very friendly with his neighbors. His neighbors walked in on him doing things with both his wives, and the neighbors didn't know that the one woman was also considered his wife. And that didn't go well. From there, he was shunned even more, which is just nuts.
I also had no idea you started without me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're a whole level ahead. I just got the bomb, man.
Yeah, we can screw around here.
I got this. I got 5 pips of health, boys.
Anyways. But the other
got
thing that
one
I wanted
pip
to
of
mention
health.
was that, like, both his wives didn't get along very much at all at the beginning. But near the end of his life, they were getting along pretty well, and he had one wish for them. And that was that they never fight going forward, and that they stay together. And they stayed together until they both died around the age of 90. They continued to live together, be together, and be happy together. Which, absolutely insane. There's a movie on it. I'm going to recommend it. It's called, I forget exactly what it's called. It's like the maker of Wonder Woman. It's something like that. It's a whole documentary on it. Also, the whole cancer thing was totally preventable. He was told to stop smoking multiple times. He just wouldn't.
Sosmog in chat goes, I was concerned that he cheated, but thank God he was poly.
Yeah.
I was more surprised to hear that, actually.
Yeah, very poly, and his wife wasn't entirely into it at first until a little later. But he was a teacher at a university and dropped out of the university to date one of the adult students.
Oh.
That he was mentoring. Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's dicey. He dropped out because he liked her and he knew that he couldn't do that if he stayed in that position. That, like, he
pulled a Ross Geller. Holy shit.
Yeah, the university was looking to fire him anyways over some of his theories. Once again, though, some of his theories were massively right and actually helped out with science and whatnot. So, I don't know what to tell you. Saucemox says Scott Pilgrim moment.
No.
I'm at Gutsman, by the way, Case.
I see you're at Gutsman. I just started the stage and I died due to sticky input.
You're like...
You said doo-doo.
Not this again.
Somebody giggling over the word sticky?
No. No.
No. I would never.
What's wrong, Gavin? Aren't you quaving my croissant?
Quaving?
Yeah.
Quaving, not craving.
What's wrong, Jimmy Coon? Could it be you're craving my croissant?
Are you dropping out of the chair?
Maybe.
Maybe?
My new hit single, dropping.
I game overed.
I'm on
huge
cut, man.
setback. Yeah, I saw. I'm watching the stream.
Yeah, sure you are.
I am.
Maybe
I
that's
have
why
to
you're behind.
Monitor it. Huh?
Maybe that's why you're behind. You're watching the stream instead of playing the game.
All right, man. You listen here.
Antagonism.
No! I friggin' did it again!
You got this, Case. You can be total of 2 stages behind next time.
Oh
I'm
my
locking
goodness.
in. I'm coming out with the controller freaking claw grip.
I can't wait till we do 2.
You can shove off with 2.
2 is evil. I don't really care for
You
2.
can never get me to race 2.
The thing is, I have raced 2 before, and I had the competitor dropped out.
I wonder why.
I also dropped out later on. Because I got I was too I had no E-tanks on the final stage. Still and game over, and had to redo all 8 boss refights.
Karmic just called me Meg.
Yeah, he does that. He missed out on the entirety of Wily Wars in the sticky button situation.
Yeah, I also had to deal with a sticky button.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Croissant?
yeah, croissant.
Sounds so disappointed. Yeah,
Croissant.
Croissant. French moments.
I did it! Jesse!
Like, he looks like such a goober Mega Man in this game.
He looks like this for the first 6 games. He's
And
goofy.
9.
And 9. No, 9 and
10.
10, 9 and 10 use a different color palette.
Yeah, I know they do. Oh, this does not help. Thanks, Chief.
Does that thing have a name?
That's the big eye.
The Big Eye.
Yeah, it's called Big Eye.
Alright. It's got that for its legs, right?
Sure. Because it's got one big eye. These things are called screw attackers. I know most of the Mega Man 1 enemy names. The Octo Battery dudes that were around are either called Octo Batteries or Susies. I usually call them Susies because that is their Japanese name.
And then Karmic calls them Susan.
Yeah.
Susan.
When there's a screen of them, he calls them Susans.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like how you have a gaggle of geese. To him, it's just not Susan, Susans.
Yes.
You know, Hyperbomb would help you out a lot, Casey.
I'm on Elect Man.
Oh yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
I just got to Guts Man, and I'm already terrified.
I think this is hilarious because you're upstairs, so it's kind of like the screens are above each other.
Angry.
That's really funny. Oh, are you talking for Discord?
No, I'm talking about real life. Because I
Wait,
know, because I
You're
know
in my basement?
you're upstairs.
Yeah, you're in my basement.
The no,
My basement, not your basement.
no, you're on floor 2. I'm on floor 1. The basement is beneath me.
What's a basement?
The subfloor.
There's a sub-level?
Yes,
There's always a
it's called a basement.
Wow.
What is these moments of discovery?
What'd that do?
Crap. I'm getting denied by Beaks!
Saucemock says, I have been asked with genuine concern if I was autistic multiple times. I know I am a little bit, but I don't care. I pay attention to I pay attention to myself and my surroundings and how I talk constantly. So most people don't notice.
Rism with the tism.
I literally just stop myself mid-sentence if I find myself talking too much about one specific topic. I will stop myself from talking about that topic. I'll just go, all right, and I'll just shut up, And that'll be that until I find something new to talk about. Which is why I can talk for hours about Sonic and Mega Man and Pac-Man. I'll just keep going. I can go on forever. I won't stop until I've given you every piece of information that I've ever learned about these topics. But instead of doing that, I just, like, stop. I'll just stop myself mid-conversation. I do it a lot. And then the fun part is that I'll switch topics a lot because my brain's fucky and I've got problems. I'm like this. There's the bug. This is the cutest bug that I know of. Hey, Casey, you seen the bug?
Yeah, I know which bug you're talking about.
The
and I
ladder
love that
bug.
one too.
You just hold down. It's great.
I got jump scared by a score ball.
Interrupt points.
It was because it zipped through the wall.
I can get a high score. Oh, that's frightening.
High scores? Why would you want those?
I almost beat that Castlevania Versus machine at that arcade, by the way.
Oh.
So, chat, the other week I went to a bar with my husband, and they've got a ton of arcade machines, because it's a barcade. And I like going to barcades and hanging out and doing stuff. And they had a Castlevania Versus machine, and right next to it, on the same machine, was Mario Versus. So I was like, you know what, the first thing I'm going to do is play Castlevania. And I stopped at the... I literally stopped at the third stage. I was just like, I'm most of the way done with this game. I'm halfway there. Because Castlevania 1's actually shorter than Mega Man 1. Which is a little crazy. Because this is already pretty short. The Castlevania is literally just 6 levels.
Let's go, first try.
All about the same length as one of these stages. And then the bosses never really get super insanely hard as long as you've focused in and know what you've got. I'm gonna show you guys a trick. It's called a pause glitch.
No.
You can use it too, Casey.
If only I knew how to use it in the
He did-
selection.
You hit select. The select button's still there, Case. They left it in.
Yeah, I don't have that on my thing, believe it or not.
You can pause with the start button too and do the same trick.
Yeah, that actually just brings up my regular menu.
No, the menu that brings up the weapons,
Yeah.
it works the same.
Oh, it works the same. You don't have to exclusively use the, Okay, gotcha.
Usually, no. It'll stop me here for, like, certain shots, but that's because I'm playing the PlayStation.
I shouldn't be struggling with basic platforming.
Honestly, Casey, I'm surprised you are struggling with basic platforming. I'm doing just fine.
I didn't hold jump. Are you okay, controller?
Sasmonk says, I wish I could go to barcades, but I'm a teenager. Oh, just give yourself some time.
Don't rush it.
Don't rush it. Enjoy the teenage life for now. And then when you get a chance to go to a barcade, go. Just don't drink too much, cause yeah, man. There's one bar that we went to where they put too much alcohol in my drink. And it knocked me out pretty much instantly. I was very tipsy after that. I had to lean against the Tron arcade machine because I was that out of it. There was just a ton of sugar in it too. So it just went straight to me. Yoink. Magnet Beam's fun.
It is fun.
Sosmog says you can have non-alcoholic beer if you went to another state. You could have a mocktail, which is technically they use the ingredients of a cocktail to make and like soda or water to create a drink that tastes close to an alcoholic beverage, but it's not alcoholic.
Ginger beer.
Those are all right. I like sweet drinks, so it's. I didn't mean to go back into Cutman stage.
I didn't even know you could.
Yeah, you can go back into every single one of the stages. It's.
I just did the craziest thing I've ever seen, and I wish I was playing on Switch. I managed to duplicate a block, a guts block.
You duplicated a block?
Yeah.
Alright, I have to beat Cutman stage again because I mean,
Is there no exit utility for that collection?
there is in the arranged mode, but I'm not playing arranged.
I can't believe I died because.
So I've either got a game over and go back to the stage select, or try again.
Guess who just had to restart Electman stage?
You.
Yep.
So maybe by the time I get done with this, I'll be on Fireman stage. And
Not if I decide to start actually, like,
trying.
locking in. Well, don't say trying. I am trying.
Yes, you are. I'm so proud of you.
You never said that. I don't know you.
You don't know me. You don't know me very well, then, Case.
Hi, I'm Casey.
There we go. That should be my final life, and just gonna go Fireman next. I didn't need the game over, but I mean, I kind of sort of had to. Sauce says they've gotten not safe for work in their YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's kind of bad at taking down posts like that. If you watch my old streams, I actually tried to push the limits of that a little bit, just to see what I could get away with. We had a very different follow us down there at the bottom. I recommend checking those out, because there's a lot of content there, and I spent a lot of my time doing stuff kind of like this. Pretty much exactly like this. I'm kind of glad this is the last time I'm going to have to do this. I'm kind of sick of playing Mega Man 1. What can I say?
You should play it one more time.
No, I'm good. I was kind of tired of Powered Up after the third stream. I'm really glad I'm making the conscious decision to not do what I didn't do on to not do what I did on YouTube, where I did all of these back to back to back. Like every single day, I did two of these games, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm glad I'm not doing that this time. So, Case, what stage are you on?
Still on Electman.
That's awesome. Are you at the boss fight yet?
No, I'm nearing.
Well, that's
I just got to the big eye.
You just now got to the big eye.
Yeah, and I'm on 2 health, so I'm either gonna ace this or I am going to fail miserably.
I am at Fireman, and I get to I get to show off my favorite trick. The select button.
and I got too close, and there goes my life.
Got the final energy element, and now I'm ready to fight God. Sure. That's where I'm at now. I got all the energy elements. I can tackle a god. Zeus is gonna. I'm gonna go right for Zeus.
Bro, get him.
Isn't that a Luckman?
Yeah. I mean, at least this isn't like super difficult. How long have we been going? I'm curious.
It's been 2 hours and 22 minutes.
2 hours, 22 minutes, so I'll probably have this done... I don't know. I don't want to put a timer on it. Because I feel like if I put a time limit on it, I'm just gonna mess that up. Fun fact, these guys just like do the same amount of damage as the Thunder Beam, so three hits of them will kill you, and they put exactly 3 right before this. Is that the first time I've messed this up today? I think I did that perfectly every other time, so I think that might be the first time I messed that one up. You know what? Skip that, and then... I've gotten not safe for work commissions before. That's something I could talk about. Some people are really weird about it. Some people ask me to draw some really weird stuff. Honestly, though, I think the actual more, like, annoying thing for me to draw, though, isn't, like, the not safe for work stuff or dealing with people who get weird about that. It's more of, like, the people who are super hyper-specific. Like, I've been commissioned to do a Fallout piece. I have sat on this commission for a little while, because I don't play Fallout, so I have to do a shit ton of research to, like, understand what exactly I'm drawing. And they're like, I want this character in this suit and this thing. And I'm like, yeah, sure. I needed the money, so I had to take it. I would have told them, I don't do Fallout, sorry, normally. But, like, I needed the money to pay rent, so yeah.
You did what you had to.
Yoku blocks are murdering me. I've never struggled this much with a Yoku block. What the heck is happening?
I've shown off that I can do this pattern a couple times now. It's done. Alrighty. Saucemark says they opened up an Instagram reel and it was the worst mistake of their life. I don't have Instagram. I couldn't tell you what it's like on there.
Me neither.
Honestly, though, like, isn't that owned by, like, Facebook?
Yeah.
So... yeah, I really don't want to download that. That sounds like a quick way to get, like, really stupidly intrusive ads. I use an ad blocker most times, but I feel like I'd still get ads. Like, I feel like that's like one of those moments. Hey, Case, which stage are you on?
Iceman's.
Good, good, good. The ads are in your frontal lobe. Where they shouldn't be. Get them out.
I am stuck at the Yoku block section, which is abnormal.
You don't have
for
magnet
me.
beam?
I do have magnet beam. I'm out of magnet beam.
That's a shame.
I will try this at another time. I clearly am not in the right headspace to play Mega Man.
It's worth it for the amount of trouble they gave me during Wily Wars. That's what they get. They get pause glitched. I showed off that I could do it legitimately on YouTube, on the YouTube live stream. I've actually played this game more than once for YouTube, so... For me personally, I have no shame. You okay?
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. Alright. Drop here.
Triple kill.
Combo breaker. Actually, that'd be if I got hit, wouldn't it? I always thought combo breaker was weird. Like, I've heard people say that before in reference to, like, getting a combo. But a combo breaker would be if you got hit in the middle of a combo. Not actually performing a combo.
I mean, if you started with a combo break and then started doing a combo, I guess.
I guess, but no, I don't know. Just seems kind of like they missed the point of what a combo breaker was. That's just my opinion, though. It's... I am glad we're almost done with today because tomorrow's gonna be like way worse as far as like length is concerned. Yeah, you can laugh at it, but so Mega Man 2 is longer than this. It has 3 extra stages, an extra Wily stage. I did it.
I did it.
I'm stuck in the air now. Can somebody help me get down?
No, you are not allowed.
Yippee! Oh boy, everybody's happy. Everybody's vibing. Everybody's feeling it. Everybody's working for a weekend. No, for a weekend. We don't have the weekend anymore.
I am indie.
Just one weekend out of the whole week. That's it.
I am
Yes.
mad.
That's every week.
So who is today's third co-host? Oh, this is Gavin.
So our third co-host today is Purasak. He's a friend of mine. He's visiting me today.
Yeah. Hi, Chad. Hi, Chad. I'm not a streamer by any means, so I apologize if I just kind of butt in with random sounds and grunts. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing.
You're over to hang out, and today's stream just ever so happened to happen because I have to work to hopefully eventually make a living.
Fair enough. All right.
You're here, so you're included.
Ah, yes.
Which is the one good thing, I guess, that I bring to the table. If you show up, I guess you're included.
You guess.
I guess. I don't always want everybody included, but I guess you're here.
Wow. Okay.
No. Some people, there are some people where I'm like, you didn't need to be included, but you're here now, so I guess you're included.
You just popped that bubble.
You being included was one of those, oh, that'll be fun moments for me, personally. You thought it was Mountain Man? Yeah, Mountain Man was acting weird yesterday. He, like, unfollowed and unsubscribed, and then it was like, I just thought you forgot about me. I'm like, we haven't talked in a month, but we've gone longer breaks without talking. What are you doing, you dingus? So, he, like, left my art group, and I was like, what are you doing? Why are you leaving? What's going on? You mad at me? And
I forgot myself. That's an even worse one.
but then I talked to him and he was like, no, I just forgot. I just figured you forgot me. I'm like, why would I forget a person who regularly hangs out with me? Yeah, it takes like a month, but I don't forget. I don't forget like that. The dude's commissioned me for art and been on stream, and I've met him on VR chat. It's like, I met him in person twice. It's
I
one
was
of the,
about to say, we saw him in person at MFF.
yeah, he was just being a goober. I don't know what was going on with him. So Casey, what stage are you on? Or did you quit?
Oh, I quit.
Oh, okay. I just figured I'd ask because, you know.
No, I see you. You won't be so smug when we play 7.
Well, 7 won't be until next month. So.
I'd like to start a boycott against Gavin Dragon.
Why? Because 7's not till next month. By that time, we will have played through most of like the Sonic series. So, the way the select pause trick works is that they didn't know what they wanted the select button to do, so they made it a pause feature. However, it keeps the game running in the background, it just pauses everything else. So, the hitboxes run out, and when it unpauses, it redoes the calculation and says, oh, you're being damaged. Hit. And then if you pause again, you wait for the invincibility frames, and again, and again, and it works on everything with just about every weapon. Which is why this works. And I'm going to show it off one more time. This one's a little trickier to do. Wow. Essentially, you have to instantly pause just as it explodes, and since there's no timer, or no indicator, it's just a little bit tricky. Revolta says, some folks are like that. I just go on weeks without talking to some of my best friends. Well, I don't mean to. I get stupid busy. Like, I just get to a point where I'm like, okay, this is my life now, and I hunker down and I just do. Like, I'll sit and... I sat and worked on fursuits for 8 months, and in that time, I basically didn't talk to anybody. I just kind of did my work. I kept my head down and did my work, and then, when I was done, I was done. And this year I went, no more of that. I'm not doing this stuff. I'm not gonna go crazy. So, his actual weakness here is Firestorm, but Rolling Cutter hits him a little better. And you can do this. My trick for him, though, is that if you throw it as he's moving backwards, you'll hit him multiple times. That was on me. I should have been smarter. But, like, I mean, even after Anthrocon, Purasak, did I talk to you very much after that, or was I working constantly?
You were working most of the time.
Yeah, I just don't reach out much. Yeah, well, that glitched for a second. It was just like, there you go. But yeah, I mean, I try to keep in touch with everybody, but I can't always do that. Right now, I've only got one more suit to do. I am choking, I guess. I don't know what's wrong with me. Mountain Man says, hey, oh, hey, Mountain Man. We were just talking about you and your goofy tendency the other day. But welcome.
Guys, it's Mountain Man. Say hi.
It's the Man of Mountain.
Man Mountain, or sorry, Mr. Man. It's a pleasure.
My furry friend who's also not a furry. Until he lost a bet. I could talk about that. We're actually finishing up here today. Alright, I think I've thoroughly shown off Mega Man 1. I did it. Credits roll.
Nicely done.
Waka chaka.
We're finished for today, I think. God, I played 3 versions of this game back to back.
Yeah, that bet was interesting.
Play every version of Sonic 1? I just
Play
might.
GB first.
So when I do Sonic 1, I'm doing the Origins version, and then I'm doing the Game Gear version. That's how I'm doing it. That'll be the
Play
stream.
the GBA version.
I'll play Sonic... Okay, chat, if you guys can get me to 50 followers by the end of next month, I'll do Game Boy Sonic Genesis for Game Boy Advance. And I'll double it up. I'll buy a physical copy and play it on, like, the GBA player. I'll add the input latency. If you guys can get me to 50 followers by the end of next month. So, I'll put a date for it for you guys. We're at the 18th now. We'll shoot for the 19th. March 25th. March 2025, the 19th. That's how long you have. You have 70 alternative accounts? That's crazy. Follow me, please. I want to hit the goals. Do it. Oh, boy. But yeah, I'll do Sonic Genesis for Game Boy Advance. For those who don't know, it's a terrible port of Sonic 1 using the Sonic Advanced engine, and they broke it because the sprite limit counter sizes are too high. On top of that, the code it's running is terrible. It's a mess. They have an account. Yeah, make them follow. I mean it. Even if they don't watch me all the time, that would be absolutely awesome. Do it. Do it, Saucemog. Please. I need everybody in Sammy's server to just hop on. That would be great. But But speaking of followers and stuff, if you're following me on here, you can also follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and YouTube. You can subscribe to me on there and check out the content. If you're watching this on YouTube, then come check out the Twitch at twitch.tv/@GavinDragon. We've got a Discord and a Telegram art group. But that's it from me. I've been your guys' humble host. Good night, everybody.